Good morning, it's July 19th. It's raining, light rain, after a night of heavy rain. We had over an inch of rain last night, and there's a lot of flooding apparently around the city this morning. Places where the catch basins filled up were blocked. Winnipeg Street underpass, but right now it's just light rain. I might not even need the umbrella actually. It's hard to say if it's actually raining or if it's just dripping under the trees at the moment. We'll find out when we get out from under the trees. I'm walking downtown because I have a meeting at the Brewed Awakening coffee shop. So that's where I'm headed. About a 25-minute walk, max, 20 minutes. And we'll see if I need an umbrella or not. Maybe I don't need it. I'll keep it handy. Let's do that. See what happens when I get out from under the trees. Sorry, I was adjusting it there. So yeah, a lot of rain last night. There's water in our basement because there's work going on in our backyard, which has exposed part of the foundation that's not normally exposed, and water has found its way in. But we have an unfinished basement and it's not really doing any damage, it's just there. There's often water in the basement. I think I probably will want the umbrella once I'm out from under the trees. I think it's raining and the trees are blocking it is actually what's going on. Yes, a very wet night. It was raining pretty heavily when I went to bed. It was raining every time I woke up in the night, and it was raining when I woke up this morning. So, squirrel. Oh, yep, we definitely want it open, I think. Maybe that was just dripping off the trees. It's so hard to tell right now. Certainly sounds like it's still raining. I'll open it up. Don't want to get my phone wet. You can hear there's some dripping anyway. It's not too windy, which is always a problem when I'm holding the camera in one hand and the umbrella in the other. So let's see. Today on the writing front, yesterday I heard back from a publisher that I had sent my middle grade fantasy novel Fireboy to. They are quite interested in it. It needs a bit of revision to match their family-friendly standards. It was quite dark and grisly in places and a little too much for what they like. Perfectly happy to do that. So that's what I'm doing. I started doing it this morning actually. They had some suggestions. I'm going to do a complete rewrite, submit it again, and hopefully they take it. That would be cool. I'd love to write more middle grade. And then, of course, all the usual publishing things. It's always windy on this corner. If anything's going to take care of my umbrella or mess up my umbrella, it'll be the corner by this building here. I've got it sitting on my head to keep it from blowing around so much. There we go. That's just the usual tall building amplification of wind. You can see there's a few splashes. A lot of mosquitoes around this morning too. They like the rain. You can see a few drips in the water there. Drops in the puddle. Oh, getting windy again right here. very windy right here. I may just have to give up on the umbrella. I'm not sure the amount of rain coming down is worth using it for. Probably not. All right, taking it down again. It's a bit windy and it's not really raining very hard, so. And I've got it if it suddenly intensifies. Wild Cherry Fizz, now on tap. What the heck is that? What are they doing over here? Am I doing? I'm doing fine. Just slightly damp at the moment, not too bad. It was a wet night. It's been a wet year, actually. I don't think there's any drought going on right now in this part of Saskatchewan. Anyway. Yep, 15th and Albert, just crossed 15th. Heading down to Brood Awakening at the corner of Victoria and Hamilton, where I'm meeting somebody to discuss the mysterious project. I don't know what it is, so I am curious to find out what it's all about. Well, average is good. Feels to me like it's been wetter than typical, but on the other hand, last year was very, very dry, so it would seem wetter than last year if it's just kind of back to normal. Prairies are no strangers to drought or heat. Record high temperature for Canada was set in Saskatchewan in the 1930s, down around Mydale. It was 114 Fahrenheit. Yes, notoriously hard to remember weather. You know, people will often say, oh, it's never been like this. And then you look at the records and say, well, actually, this year and that year and the other year. Well, certainly wetter than last year. Let's put it that way. Which is the only one I have even a hope of remembering. Wetter than the 80s when there was drought down around Weyburn, because I remember taking pictures of tumbleweeds and drifted soil up against the fences, and it was 80 degrees Fahrenheit in April. And grasshoppers, we had plagues of grasshoppers, and then another year there was a plague of rabbits or hares that were eating everything in sight. And it's like we were having the plagues, the biblical plagues that year, those years that I was at the Weyburn Review, and really conscious of this because I was taking pictures and reporting on it, of course. were some years in there that had very little snow as well. Notably little snow. My friend came up from Texas to visit, and I expected there to be lots of snow, and we barely had any for Christmas that year. Looks like I'm going all the way down to Victoria before I cross the street. It's raining a little harder again. That sounds about right. I was at the Weyburn Review from 1980 to 1988. So my last summer there would have been 1988. Oh, okay, umbrella's going back up again. The rain intensified a little bit there. Can't read that. Yes, I have, and I would do it more, except I don't have a car during the weeks right now because my daughter's using one car to go to work and my wife's using the other car to go to work. So even though we have two cars, I don't get one. And so I can only go where I can get to on foot during the week. And then on the weekends, I often don't walk on one day because of all the errands and stuff I have to do, which leaves me with just one day to go somewhere else. So probably in the fall when I get the car back, I'll walk over there some more. I'd like to go over there again. And I was over there during the winter, clear out on the edge of town, kind of the southeast corner there. I'd like to go over to all those parks that are over there, and down from Victoria, there's that nice pond there, which I've walked around, and a whole bunch of parks that I've only dipped into. So that's in the southeast. I haven't really, well no, I was clear out at the, well, not the end of Victoria. I was out, I guess I was still this side of the ring road though. Have I gone past into that part other than being on the Arcola side? South of Victoria, in the southeast, but north of Victoria past the ring road. Maybe once? So yeah, lots of places I just don't get to because I don't have a car right now. And they take, it's more of an effort to do that. So, oh, there's the wind again. Stop that. Now it's the North Canadian Oils building trying to tear my umbrella out of my hand here. I will actually come over here and take it down again. If it'll let me. Yeah, it doesn't want to let me. Now I think it's stuck. Okie dokie. Let's try that one more time. I think it's broken. It won't let me close it at all. Nor will it open properly. Oh, that's good. I think it's dead. Oh well. Maybe if I... Oh, it looks bent. Yeah, it's not going to let me close it anymore. I think it's become junk. Okay, well, if it's junk, it's junk. Might as well hold it, might as well try to extend it at least and put it up again, even though it's kind of not even doing that properly. Isn't this fun? Such great visuals. Should just stuff it in the nearest garbage can because it has quit. It has quit entirely working. I can't close it. I can't open it. Unfortunately, the city garbage cans here in front of City Hall, there's City Hall, are too small to stuff it into, I think. I'll have to figure it out when I have both hands. Definitely toast. Well, unfortunately the rain is stopping, so when I come back I shouldn't have to worry about it. Yeah, it's bent. I think the wind finally did it in back there in the corner. And I can't make it go down no matter how much pressure I put on it, so I think and it won't go up either. So I think it's toast. Which is a shame, I suppose, but I'm not emotionally attached to it. There's the little garden. I walked through that. I knocked cement here when I was here the other day. Oh, now it's got it going the other way. Whee! First Baptist, Hotel Saskatchewan, where I'll be working later. Having lunch, I think. Victoria Park looking very green and wet. And Titles building over there. With both hands I may be able to at least force it down. Right now I can't even do that, so it's kind of open in this hand. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, they are always a bit of a challenge in Saskatchewan. If there's any wind at all, and there almost always is, they're not much use. But it seemed pretty still. It just wasn't as still as I thought it was when I set out. I finally see the front of the SAS Power building. They had scaffolding on it earlier in the year. I need to just shove this in the garbage somewhere if I can make it fit. I don't even think I can do that, so I'm not quite sure what to do with it. Put it in a dumpster maybe. Well, that's a good idea. If I go around back, if I go down the alley here, maybe I can find a dumpster to put it in, and then I'll come up on Brood Awakening on the other side. If there's one open, which there might not be. Federal government building, I like this one. Kind of Art Deco-ish. Let's go see if we can find a dumpster. Just hope the rain clears up like they're promising, and by the time I head out again, it's over. I don't know why there are concentric circles in this alley. Here's a dumpster. It's probably locked though. And it's not locked. Maybe I can get into it. I think I can. There. Done with that umbrella. So we'll go around the corner here onto Hamilton, past the mural, and I'll be under cover here in a minute. And then I'll stop. This is Brood Awakening is right in there, so that's where I'm headed. But I'll stop here with this. Be back for part 2 later. Thanks for walking with me. Bye for now. There we go. Okay, sorry Kirk, hopefully you find this again. Now it should be properly turned. Anyway, as I was saying, I just came out of the Hotel Saskatchewan where I had lunch, and before that I was at Brood Awakening and had a meeting with some folks who are working on a very interesting project that I think I'll be part of, a theatrical project actually. So it's both writing and theatrical, directing potentially. So that's kind of exciting. I hope it comes to fruition. It would be in the spring. I'd have to write a play between now and then, but it's historical play and drawing on existing material, so very doable. Assuming they can get funding, because I'm not doing it for free. Let's go down this one. I don't rock down here as often as some, so past this nice older building here. I'm not quite sure how I ended up vertical the last time. It was just bad timing on my part, I think. I somehow started the live stream before I quite had the camera turned right, and decided I wanted it to be vertical instead of horizontal, which I didn't. So, hence the restart here. When I edit it together, I'll leave off the vertical part. Probably. Those are very tall spruce there. You look at those, they're what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stories tall. They clearly are thriving there up against that building. Maybe it's the sunshine and the warmth. You would think, the people on the 7th floor probably thought they'd never have a tree right outside their window, but they do. Oh, I'm carrying my computer right now, which I'm finding to be a drag. One of the first condo developments down here. Same developer that did the one we have a condo in. don't very often come down this way, so it's like a different set of buildings actually. Somewhat. We'll go this way now. Some of the old apartment buildings there. I've walked by here a few times. Over here is Sterling Productions, our local theatrical. Speaking of theatrics, oh, good grief, I've got it on. My shoelace is untied. That's such a pain when you've got a gimbal in one hand. I've got to fix it. I need to find some place to sit down to do that. Anyway, as I said, Sterling Productions. I know the people who run that. And then this is a meeting room. And then you've got Tangerine, which is a nice restaurant. Now, is there anywhere along here I can sit down long enough to tie my shoelace? Not immediately apparent. Here's a fence. Maybe I could do something here. Okay, so hold on and I'll see what I can do. I think I'll have to turn off the gimbal, which will make it go all wonky. Whee! There I am. We'll put it down somewhere. There we go. Maybe there. Will that work? Not very well, it won't. Ooh, that'll kind of work. Hopefully it stays put if I'm careful. Okay, tie my shoelace. You look at the sky. The other one's okay. Pick it back up. Get some funky visuals here as it switches back around. Sideways for a moment. Back the way it's supposed to go. There you go. I hope that was fun for you. It's fun for me because my shoelace isn't untied anymore. It's nothing more annoying than a flopping shoelace. Over here is Henry's Cafe. Gift shop, cafe gallery, all that kind of stuff. They normally have outdoor tables here, but I don't see them. The place looks kind of closed at the moment, actually. But there are lights on inside. Take advantage of the break in traffic to cross here. Go down this street. Again, not one I walk down as often as some. That one's been renovated recently. It's an old one, but they've been working on it. This one's for lease. Another one of the old ones here. They're an odd, not a very unified look, that's for sure. This one's for sale. Oof, very uneven sidewalk along here. Saskatchewan Network for Art Collecting. One of the developments over there. That was one of the first condo developments down here. We visited that one when we were trying to decide if we wanted to buy a condo by one of this particular developer. So we had a chance to go see what they'd done in there. Over there is the Assiniboia Gallery. Let's go over there. Excellent gallery that I recommend. We've been to many a show opening in there, although not recently. We've bought art there and had things framed there, so Cinema Gallery. There's the Fireside Bistro. Jaywalking again. Chiropractic office. It's been there a long time. Obviously an old house. Not originally a chiropractic office. I suspect my light's not going to work out for me here. It'll probably change before I get to the corner, which is unfortunate, but we'll see. Maybe if I walk faster, I'll make it. Ideally, I'd get there just as it changes. Well, maybe I'm going to make it. It's going to work out pretty good. Can't be too far from changing. Perfect, actually. Okay, I don't have a walk light, but that's just because I didn't have time to press the button. Plenty of time to cross, though. Go down Albert Street here. Over Albert Street, I should say. Here, of course, is our neighborhood gas station. Specs for all your eyewear needs. The reading glasses I was wearing while working this afternoon were from Specs. Leopold's Tavern. Ooh, it smells good. And as I've noted before, former Saskatchewan Government Telephones building, now home to a portion of the Royal Saskatchewan Museum. That's where a lot of their labs are for actual research work, as opposed to the other building, which is more for display. After that building, they built this one for Saskatchewan Government Telephones, SaskTel, designed by Joseph Pettick, whom I've mentioned a few times recently. Did the Sask Power building downtown that I pointed out on the first part of this. The curvy one. And here's Angus Crescent, so I'll be home in a minute. It's not a very long walk. Put the two of them together, it'll be about 45 minutes. Shorter than some. Longer than others. Originally a Church of Christ scientist there. Christian Science. Now it's the Unitarian Center. And here we are on good old Angus Crescent. Oh, they're demolished that house. Yesterday they were cutting trees and I commented on it. And now they've already torn down the house. I don't know why they didn't leave more of the trees. I mean, the big elms out front are still there, but the backyard trees, which were quite mature, they simply cut down. I don't know why you do that. You'd think you'd at least try to save them. That was a heritage house, but it was in too bad a shape. So the heritage designation went away, and now the house has gone away too. Well, that's weird. Certainly changes the character of that corner. I'm not a fan of them cutting down the trees, as we commented on yesterday. I think you would leave the trees in the backyard and try to build and maintain that, because mature trees take a very long time to come back. But not my property. They didn't ask me. I think it belongs to Crawford Homes, is what the guy I passed by yesterday did, so I'm sure they're building something brand new there. Maybe it's going to be really big, quite likely on that corner. Didn't have room for those trees. I'm glad it's a good distance away from our house because it's raising a lot of dust. This is the alley I normally come down, not the one that was on. House for sale over there if you want to be a neighbor of mine. Alrighty, we'll stop here. Thanks for walking with me. I'll be back tomorrow, I think, which is my birthday.